Hey everybody, this is Talik. Shout out to Gemini Films, Ryan Wilson, and I had to think about this. I didn't know if I was going to review episode 2 because it was okay, annoying, all of the above. So shout out to Karan. Um, let's get into it. I got some shit to say about episode 2. Um, we're gonna start. It left us off with like Ty and O'Neal going at it. Like I said last video, I was really surprised that Ty. I was real surprised that Ty and O'Neal, like them bitches went at it. Like I was just so surprised. It was over something petty and stupid. Like I guess O'Neal. Props to O'Neal because he made the whole episode about him. Like I don't know if I'm gonna say that it's the O'Neal show, but like he made it about him the first episode. So these bitches still arguing about the same shit, and I'm just like to the point where like DeAndre is quiet. Like I don't know why Ty. I can't get mad at Ty. That's bad. Like I guess Ty felt like because DeAndre was saying that, so he was gonna stick up or whatever. But I feel like Ty, you shouldn't have said nothing. I know like I can't say that. Well, yes, I can. Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't have said that. You should have told DeAndre to stick up for himself because it's the bad boys club. Y'all keep saying, what makes you a bad boy? What makes you a bad boy? Asking that question. A bad boy is somebody that stand up for themselves. DeAndre stood up for himself and be like, hey, listen, I did it. You feel me? That's what he should have did. And I really feel, I just feel like, I just feel like, like he should have, like I said, stick up for himself. Like, it's at the point where it's like, DeAndre, prove yourself. Like, do something, do something like, because O'Neal was going to fuck in. But the only thing, like I said, I don't agree. Like, when him and O'Neal and Ty was fucking arguing, all that in your face, like, I don't see how the motherfuckers didn't fight. Let me stop, because I'm glad they didn't fight, but I just don't see, like, personally, me, I just don't see how somebody can be in my motherfucking face. Like, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fucking problem. Them bitches was close. But it was nice that they hugged it out. Yeah, it was nice that they hugged it out. That was, like, weird as shit. Like, that was so fucking weird. I don't know if the way it was edited or whatever, but that was, like, so fucking weird how they hugged it out. So that was good. So we go on to the next day, O'Neal down there. Like, O'Neal, I love you, O'Neal, but you was there to be a petty to some. I feel like Ty and about to be like this. That was like so fucking petty. You could all get along and then have certain individuals that you really, really fuck with inside. Like click. Like I can fuck with this person on a different level. I can fuck with this person on a different level. You know, on a different level. And I don't understand like like it was just like a lot of negativity, like because of the whole clicks and stuff. Like you can tell it's clicked out. Sammy and O'Neal, Ty, DeAndre, and Rel. Poor little Rel. He just like wherever the wind blows, that motherfucker is everywhere. And I'm gonna get into the subject about Rel. I feel that it was so petty that they was like, I think it was stupid and petty that they were like telling him you gotta prove yourself. Like they constantly kept getting on him. Like he's obviously not gonna defend himself. He's obviously not speaking up. Most of the time, during episode 2, y'all fucking filming. Like you can even tell he's in the scene with y'all most of the time. It's all about like some of the scenes you can't even tell he's in there. Like he's like I don't know why. Karan, hit me up. Call me, bitch. Call me. Call me right now because I just don't understand why. Why? Like I just don't understand what's the motive of picking Rel on there. Like I feel bad for him. Like he doesn't tweet, he doesn't Facebook, he doesn't do nothing. And it's like bitch, just defend yourself. Hopefully at the reunion, if you show up, I don't know if he's done with the whole bad boy stuff. If you come, you need to prove yourself. You need to whip some fucking ass. And I know some people ask. I know a person as people ask that you should whoop. But you need to prove yourself because like it's real bad that you not sticking up for yourself. Like these boys are like, I told them bitches shut the fuck up. Like Stop asking dumbass questions. Stop asking me fucking questions before I get mad. And that would have been a fucking threat. Ty, let me stop. Let me stop. I just like it's the real situation. It was just draining. I don't understand why like you guys were talking about it. It was just so fucking draining. He's weak. He's whack. You know, y'all need a new bad boy. Y'all should just like fall. Y'all should just told him to go home. Just like got all in his face and told him to go home. I'm not about that bullying shit and stuff like that. But y'all should just told that motherfucker to go the fuck home. He deserved to go home. That's what y'all should have did. I like how y'all was at at the park and stuff like that. You know, y'all squashed it. I like that y'all want to squash the beef before the new boys come in. That's dope. And let's get into the next scene. Okay, the bad boys, 2 new bad boys. Dun, 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 dun. Lawrence, I don't know what to think of you. I don't know. Like, you was popping mad shit, saying that you initially you made that cut, and then you had some things that going on. Then you came back. Like, I don't know, you was popping shit, but when you got around all of them, you was mad quiet. Like, you was whispering, like, bitch. So I say you're a bad boy. This is not the Bad Boys Whisper Club. I didn't. I'm just gonna say this. My first impression. First impression. I didn't like Lawrence. I didn't like him. There's another one. I'm thinking like, wow. He said like he had a fucking attitude like in his confessionals. It's like just a bad ass, nasty ass motherfucking attitude. And I don't understand why they was calling him Dreadhead. I don't like. Can y'all tell me why y'all call him that? Because his hair was like not in dreads. Yeah. His vibe, I don't know, like, where can I find him at? He just, obviously he did something right to get on the show. Please tell me what it was. Let me stop. I was so fucking shady. I just, like I said, like, I didn't feel a good vibe from him. I didn't really fuck with him. Like I said on the Making a Mention, I really don't see why he's on there. And I say, if I said it on there, I say it again. If I didn't, I just don't know why he's on there. To him and Rel, like, space. Even though they got into that fight towards the end, which I'm going to get into. Deshaun, Deshaun is cute. But Deshaun seems like one of them people, like, I could be real cool with, turn out with, but, like, you just never know. That bitch, like, I say bitch in a good way, too. Don't curse me the fuck out. I say bitch in a good way. You'll say, like, a bitch. Like, bitch. Like, it's like you could be a bitch. That's how your attitude comes. It's like you could be a bitch. But you seem real fucking cool. Like, to me, Deshaun, you had like when all the bad boys last episode was getting introduced and like their name came up was what their nickname was. I feel like you had the best and funniest one. that shit was funny. You had the best fucking one. Like, I think you're gonna be comical. I think you're gonna be funny. Like, you are funny. I'm gonna show you this right here. This shit. Look at this shit. He classy, but he is not fucking good. I was like, okay, bitch. Like, bitch, come on. Okay, so, they all meet up. All talk about, that was like, I think that was corny how they met, because they was sitting there, like, coming at Rel fucking neck, and Rel was not fucking doing anything. He was coming at his fucking neck, he wasn't doing shit, and they just, 2 new boys just, hello, we're 2 new boys. That was just, like, real fucking awkward, weird. Like, that meeting thing, that was so fucking weird. If I was a bad boy, if I was one of the new boys and I woke up and they just come, like, okay, like, bitch, like, what's going on and stuff like that. But you didn't see with this, and then out there, Sammy talked to left on this episode, like, I like Sammy, I'm all about team fucking real, team realness, team keep it the fuck 100. Like, I'm all about that. But sometimes I feel Sammy wants to be heard. Not in a bad, like, you know, when stuff goes on, he'd be like, if that was me, I, like, you know, some stuff that don't need to be said. But I like Sammy though. But, you know, watching some previews, the trailer, I think about, hopefully it doesn't change Sammy. I fucks with you. You're a straight nigga, you know, you hang around a bunch of gay niggas and not give a fuck. I respect it. But, you know, I saw a preview who you might fight this season, and I'm not happy about that. If it's, well, I ain't gonna say if it's thinking it is. Yeah, I know who the fuck you fight, so I'm not gonna say it out here because none of them really know. But, you know, that's what it is, what it is. They get to the fucking dinner table. Oh my fucking god. I don't know. The show is funny as shit. I'm sorry, episode 2 was okay. Was not all that, but it was watchable. Everybody can say everybody watch it. Watch Karan. Views go the fuck up. Because people, I see in the comments, people say it wasn't that good, you know. It was okay. But the comments are, the views are already up there in one day. Not even one day, in less than 24 hours. He has a lot of views. So they get there and I know y'all bitches was at Fridays and y'all bitches did not fucking invite me. Like my fat ass, my greedy ass. That shit like fucking Fridays. Bitch, y'all hit me up and let me know that shit was fucking Fridays because it looked like it's Fridays. Y'all could have ordered me a fucking Jack Daniels fucking chicken with double-sided fucking mashed potatoes and a strawberry crush lemonade. Like, bitch, y'all could have called me. I like to eat. So, Deshaun, I don't know. Like, it's like O'Neal. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just going all over the place. You know, Deshaun pulls O'Neal to the side, you know, talking about, you know, dreadhead, you know, he was popping fly, he quiet and stuff like that. This bitch O'Neal is like a fucking puppet master. Like, I can't even be mad at bitch. I was watching, I was like, O'Neal is fucking crazy. I was just thinking you crazy, and it's the kind of crazy that I love. Cause you was like, I want to see a fight today. Like, you bitches shook fucking hands. Y'all was gonna start some shit. I'm like, these bitches is crazy. And I just, like, I'm not, like, I want to say it was petty troublemaker shit, but at the same time, I got my motherfucking life. I was like, this bitch O'Neal. I called O'Neal. I was like, bitch, you're crazy. Was like, you just sit there and say, I want to see a fucking fight. Like, y'all want to give viewers something to see, but that fight don't look like it's all that, because it looked like World got his ass whooped. And if I was getting my ass whooped by Lawrence, I would leave the show too and feel embarrassed. No shade, but shade. My reading glasses is on, bitch. So I'm gonna go back into the restaurant. I don't know what the fuck. Like, you know, sometimes it's hard to hear some of the stuff. I don't know. He said something. O'Neal said something about appetizer. And Sean was like, you don't have money for appetizer? You begging for appetizer? I was like, yeah. I don't know why. But I feel like the short is so fucking funny and shady at the same time. Not a bad shady, but good. Like, you throw your little shade. Here go put your reading glasses on, bitch. I feel like you throw your little shade. That was funny. O'Neal got so mad. Like, I think O'Neal, like, he held himself because he was like doing all this, you know, all that, whatever, like that. But, you know, y'all in public. Y'all don't do that in public. Even though people throw shade. I commend O'Neal. Pat on your motherfucking back. I commend you because I really thought you was going to, like, go in, like, on Deshaun. But, you know, you didn't, so I commend you on it. And we're going to get into the Andre story. The story. The story was said, you know, Deshaun had his little stuff about, you know, he was going in. Like, I love Deshaun. Deshaun is one of my faves. Like Deshaun was going to fucking, and that shit was funny. Yeah, that shit was so fucking funny. And I don't know, like I don't know DeAndre and stuff like that. Like from based on what I see, I feel like DeAndre doesn't stick up for himself. I feel like he says stuff, and then when somebody confronts him about it, he really doesn't. He doesn't really back it up and stuff like that. So when you say something, say what you mean. Even if you can't fight and you said something wrong, DeAndre, maybe you should always get ready so you'll never. Listen, my motherfucking grandma always told me, get ready so you'll never have to get ready. That means be ready for anything that could fucking happen, because you're in the house with these bad boys. You never know what's happening. So if you don't want to get confronted about nothing, just watch what you say. And he's sharing his story. Like that story was sad. Now, I don't know you from a can of paint. Like I would never sit at a table and say, I don't know if this person lying. I would never question that. That was a sad story. Like I felt you. That seemed like the only deep thing that happened on the show. Like that picture. Oh my god, I don't like watching stuff like that. I don't even like looking at stuff like that. That was sad. Like I understand, like what you went through, DeAndre. Like I thought, like the other day, yesterday. I mean, last night and stuff. Watching the show again, I thought so much different of you. Seeing all the tweets and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's a. No, I don't keep. I still think you're like a Twitter gangster. That's what they call him, social media gangster, whatever. And like today, I found like a newfound respect for you. What you went through was like real sad and stuff like that. Cause I was abused. I was like beaten and stuff like that when I was young, and like how your back looked, my back looked the same thing. Like we didn't do the same exact thing to get getting abused like that. I think our stuff was kind of similar. No, it wasn't kind of similar, but my uncle beat me with extension cord and stuff like that. You had 3 level belts. I had extension cord. So like that picture, oh my god, I was watching that shit on the bus, and like I had to cut that shit off because it was just like it was too much for me. It was bringing back memories and stuff like that. So I'm glad that DeAndre was able to tell that side of the story, and it was good to tell that story. Not tell that side of the story, but tell that story, because some people don't like to open up, and I am so happy that he opened up and told that story. It gave us not like it's 2 episodes. You're not you're getting a little camera time. It seems like you're not defending yourself. Next week episode, it seems like you're not going to defend yourself. But that was real sad. I'm glad. Like I'm saying so many times, I'm so glad that I love this season. I might not like all y'all boys that's on the show, but this season I like what Karan's doing. Saying deep stories about everything, and that's dope. And it almost made me cry, DeAndre. That story was sad because I went through something like the same exact thing. I was keep saying it over again, but that's crazy. And the show ends like with Lawrence and Ralph fighting. Thank you, Deshaun and O'Neal, for that. O'Neal is that bitch. He's a bitch, not in a bad way, but a bitch. Like this bitch. This bitch. He's so real. He need to prove himself. Like, oh my god. Like, they need to show that fucking clip when them motherfuckers started that. Like, that was crazy. And Lawrence I feel like Lawrence fought real just so he could claim his spot. Because, bitch, you should have fought them people that you was talking shit about, that Deshaun said that you was talking shit about people you had beef in the house. I don't know if it was real you had beef in the house. You just said he was quiet because they walked up on him saying he was quiet and stuff like that. You shouldn't have said that. Lawrence, your time is coming soon. I don't think you're gonna last. I think you're not gonna be in this house very long. That's my opinion. Everybody mark it. Talik said it first. He's not gonna be there long. I feel like he's not. You know, his attitude is not all that. So you know, he'll be gone soon. Remember, Talik said it. He'll be gone soon. Next week episode, everybody check out my interview I did with Nova. He's coming in next week's episode. He's the replacement, I guess, for Rel, because by the time Rel went home, you know, he should never tried out. He should never tried out. Mr. Catfish himself is not gonna be there next week. Nova is joining the seat. Nova will be joining. Nova, I did an interview with him, so again, check that out. You know, Nova seemed real fucking cool. Like, he down to earth, real cool. He actually looked like one of my friends. It reminded me of one of my friends in Philadelphia. But that's not what you're about to do. Next week is gonna be turned, and I'm gonna be turned fucking. You know, let's pray that Karan, next time he uploaded, he doesn't have uploading problems. Like the first 2 episodes, it was uploading problems. But you know, shit happens. Karan, love you too. Hi Katie. What up, Lou? I don't know where that come from. But yeah, next week is gonna be fucking turned. It look like it's Deshaun versus motherfucking O'Neal. My fucking boo Nova versus my boo O'Neal. I just don't know what's going on. What's the motherfucking tea? You got my bae, my love, my bottom. Let me stop. You got Ty going off and shit like that. It's just so much. You got fucking Lawrence trying to check Deshaun, and Deshaun giving them bitch what face, like bitch I ain't trying to hear that face. It's just like so much going on. O'Neal checking the shit out of fucking DeAndre. It's just so much going on. I can't wait till next week. I will be tuning in. Shout out to Gemini Fields. It's the Bull Leak. Peace and love to everybody that's watching. Like that thumbs up video right there. One of them. Deuces.